Live, baby.
Sup, motherfucker?
I gotta watch my feet.
You gotta watch your feet.
Gotta watch my feet. I killed the power strip when I stood on it. I was talking to you
Oh,
offline.
is that what happened? Fuck.
Yeah. I got all them cords underneath my feet. Start kicking around and shit, and they just pop, pop, pop. So.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, man. I was checking out the Comic Hall crew, dude. They had what was my guy's name?
I like the Comic Hall crew, man. I think they're a good bunch of dudes.
Oh yeah, I think they had Dusty Brick Brown and Black Key Collector or some guy. I thought it might have been Matt for a second, but it was someone else. I couldn't catch it, but
they do have really good. The one thing that I love that they do, because everybody does pretty much the content that everyone does, but the one thing they do that's unique is they go through eBay and just call out all the ridiculous prices, man. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they do a good job. They was talking about undervalued X Factor keys, and it got me thinking. I was like, I want to do an undervalued video, and then I started thinking some more. I was like, everybody does fucking. Let's do overvalued.
Overvalued, eh?
Yeah.
That's
How
fair.
much fun is that?
Well, then I'm gonna have to put Ultimate Fallout 4 on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I don't think that it's I don't think that it's not worth getting. I just think it's far too pricey for what it is.
Overvalued Ultimate Fallout 4. I don't know what a 9.8. I think a 9.8 goes for around a couple grand.
Something like that. A little less, I think, these days. If it's the 1 in 25, that shit goes for fuck a fortune. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was like 10 grand or something, right?
Yeah, it's fucking astronomical, man. It's fucking stupid.
It was like 20 grand at one point.
Yeah.
We got one person in the chat so far, Big Beckerman.
Beckerman, how you doing, boss?
Becker. Thank you, Becker.
I'm sure Beckerman's got a few things he can say on this topic.
I don't want to come in here too hostile and too comical about the overvalued books, but I got a few in mind.
Yeah, and that's just one off the top of my head that I think is overvalued.
Yeah,
but I can give you a very undervalued book as well. Like the first Maestro Hulk, I think is far too undervalued.
The first what?
Maestro Hulk.
Oh, you think that one's undervalued?
Far too undervalued. What is it, like $15? $20 maybe, if it's in really good condition?
Yeah, I tend to agree with that comment. That is a undervalued book. I don't know why I can't hardly hear you. My fucking speakers are.
Is it me? Is that better?
I don't know. Maybe your mic audio is low. Can y'all tell a difference? Let me listen to it on YouTube. Can you hear me loud and clear? Or am I just
I can hear you pretty well, bro. I can hear. I'm on my phone right now. That usually is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm thinking overvalued in the means of like newer books with like titty covers and...
Okay. So I think my first one was Ultimate Fallout 4, but I just think it's an overvalued.
That's a little more of a traditional normal key to me is Ultimate Fallout 4. Like that's going to test outstand a test of time, I would guess.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? So
we'll see. Yeah. We'll see if it outstands the test.
Oh, we'll see. You know. Goddamn. So okay, how about the J. Scott Campbell fucking Mary Jane cover where she's sitting there in her jeans? You think that's going to last longer than Ultimate Fallout 4?
No.
Okay, that's where I'm going with it.
No, I don't. I think that's a great cover. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful cover. I have that cover. But
oh, you do have that?
Yeah, I've got that cover.
Son of a bitch.
But as far as paying for it, like full price for that, it's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know. I mean, it goes pretty high for a 9.8, don't it?
It's
They're
strictly a
pretty high.
cover by, I think, and it's beautiful, but it's strictly a cover by.
The J. Scott, he just fucking, he was saying the same thing I was saying. Look at this. You believe this, Bleak? That J. Scott Campbell Mary Jane Spidey cover, nothing significant.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's what I was. There's no key to it, or it's just a fucking cover, bro.
Well, if that's the case, then I think every 15th fucking print that we get is worthless. I think they're all fucking reprints. I think like there's so many worthless comic books that people buy, and most of them are cover buys right now, or speculation. They're like, oh, this is gonna be something for sure, and they go buy it.
So the chat could hear you good. I just heard it on my phone. It's just that my computer won't let me hear it that well. I
Okay.
could hear you good enough. I understand what you're saying, but it's just a little irritating. It's usually louder. Let me see. Speaker. Um,
I'm
I'm
gonna
an
check out
idiot.
the chat right now, see what's up. We got Beckerman. We got a lot of Beckerman.
Beckerman's the guy, man.
Biggie is
My speakers
my
all the way.
tag team partner. Nice.
Hell yeah, that's right. He was checking me out playing Tekken last night. I can't hear him though, Beckers. I don't know why my computer's acting like a bitch. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I'm going to whisper for Bleeker, even though he sounds fine, and you're on 100% speaker. So what the fuck can I do? Like I clean the fucking potatoes out my ear, maybe, right?
I don't
I
know,
try
man. It
that.
sounds like your computer's got some fucked up shit going on tonight. Anyway,
Huh?
your computer sort of got some fucked up shit going on. Anyway,
I don't know what happened. It don't make no sense.
yeah, that's weird.
Golly.
What if I get out of here and come back? Maybe it'll be better.
I mean, you could try. We've tried that and it's helped before. I think you sounded better before. Yeah.
All right, let me try it again.
All right. I'm sorry, Bleak. Bleeker probably thinks I'm a big dickhead. Oh man. Speakers Realtek audio. Just fucking work, dude. Where I can hear. That would be fire, bro. All right, let's try it again.
All right, can you hear me now?
It's the same, but it'll be okay. It's not
All
your
right,
fault. It's
fair enough.
everything. I'll run across it eventually. I'm sure what I'm fucking doing wrong, but I can hear you good enough. I'll get over it. Yeah, I mean, those like even Bruce Timm, the Alien World Bruce Timms and the whatever the Batman Adventure Bruce Timms.
Okay.
Those seem to, for me, be better than a what's that new famous guy's name? I wish Becker was in here. I'm gonna drop the link, Becker, because you usually know these present artists a little bit better. What's the guy's name? Starts with a G.
Yeah,
Jang,
Zhang.
Jang Gang, right?
Yeah.
So the Jang Gang guy in 9.8s, they go pretty high, I think. I'm gonna
Well,
drop a link to the
it's
yard.
he did a good cover for the Miles Morales one. I think that's one of the reasons that one goes so high. But
Jang.
yeah, but other like I don't know. It's a cover by. I understand wanting a nice cover, but if I just want the book, I don't need the 50, 60, $70 cover. The one in 500, the one in 1,000. Because if there's no key in it, what's the fucking point of that? Makes no sense, man. Unless you truly, truly love the artist that's doing the work.
I think I'm just allergic to these newer books with the pretty girls and are
Yeah, but
going for 40,
that's
50
not your
bucks.
forte anyway. You don't really like new books.
It's interesting. I mean, people buy them for like cover and shit, and then make a pretty good deal off of them, right?
Mr. Hudak Comics in the house.
I tell you what, man. When I bought my Silver Surfer one, I got a 1.8 for 550 or something.
Yeah.
You get fucking 4.0 for 550 now.
Well, yeah, man. You were buying stuff like at the height of the market. You were trading for that stuff when it was really hot. And now markets sort of calmed down a bit. That book will go back up as soon as Silver Surfer's mentioned in a movie. They'll be like, "Oh my God, this book is $5 billion."
That probably is the one book I took the biggest hit on out of all them books I bought. I think it just like it was just harder, more expensive to get at that point in time for some reason. I have no idea why. Than it is now. I think it's just the market's just kind of dipping, and these bigger keys are dipping with it. You know, they
I
said
think
that Superman book dropped 2 million,
I think people haven't. Superman dropped $2 million.
and a 7.0, 7.5 that went for 3.5 dropped to 2 or
Wow.
1.5.
Hello.
Hey there.
Who that?
How
Yeah, I hear
howdy,
who that
partner.
better.
Howdy,
I think.
partner.
I
Stop
couldn't hear
it.
what he said.
Who that? Stop it.
What happened?
Oh my God, I want to see you with a fucking cowboy hat on now all of a sudden.
And I do like this, like the shirt.
Yeah, man, I want to see
And
that
I
shit,
gotta have
man.
the whole thing, man.
Who that fitting into the wild, wild west over there.
Oh man, how you guys doing, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Oh man, I and that's it for me tonight. I mean, Bleeker die laughing and get up at the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? How y'all
my
doing?
Sound like a
guys.
pure Texan. You went to that Texan con. You've probably seen a lot of that stuff. Huh?
Dallas, man, it was hot like balls. I can tell you that.
Yeah, when I heard you say the fucking AC was out, I bet who that was pissed.
Dude, it's hot like a fucking pair of sweaty balls and 90s plastic pants at a fucking rave over here right now. It's fucking terrible, man.
So could you imagine being around a whole bunch of, let's be honest, a lot of people who are younger than us, and we're not talking about millennials, because up to a certain point, depending on, you could be 39 like my age and be a millennial because of the year you were born. But we're talking about the ones after millennials.
Yeah.
They don't believe in wearing deodorant. No, that's
Fucking
true.
rocks,
You're
bro.
laughing. Biggie's laughing, but it's true. It's
Yeah, I
true.
know.
It's true. They don't, because they think because of chemicals
shit,
and
we got surprised.
aluminum. So yeah.
We got a big
And I'm-
surprise, guys. I can't believe
Oh.
he made it.
Beckerman.
No,
Oh, it's not
just as good
Who
as
is it?
Beckerman.
CJ.
Yo,
Oh,
Fucking
What's up,
dog is in the
boys?
house.
who that? What's going on?
Hey
Doc just made it.
man. I miss talking to you, Doc.
I miss you guys, and I know I've been bad and not hanging out as much. And well, I have freedom right now, so it's all good.
Freedom.
It's always a plus.
Likewise. So how you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Glad you can make it.
Can't complain too much, you know?
We had a topic, but now that you're here, we'll just open up the AOK and kind of hang out a little bit. That's all right.
Oh, we can do the topic too.
Yeah, but we're just talking about overpriced books. It's not a very
Oh,
fun
hello.
social
Hello.
thing to piss
Biggie
everybody
sent
off,
me
but
something
I
here,
enjoy it.
so
Oh, that's sweet.
Overpriced books.
overpriced
Yeah,
books.
I was going at
Books
that.
are not overpriced, man. It's whatever you want to pay for them. It's
Yeah.
not over.
Do you,
I
don't
think
have any
there's-
books that are overpriced in your opinion that you see out there people buying like I do? But I'm a jerk.
I really don't, but I mean,
You can't think of one overpriced book, one hyped up book that is far too overpriced.
Yeah, you guys clown books. Come on, man.
Come on.
for me, I can't think of nothing. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head.
Nothing. That's cool. Yeah,
All right.
everything
What's
is
that? What's
pretty good.
that book that's like Ultimate Fallout variant that's going really
The
expensive?
Jurgix.
The 1 in 25 or whatever.
I'm talking about my book. I'm talking about my book.
The one with the fucking acetate
I don't have a
cover.
problem with that book.
Oh, you're talking about
Well,
the acetate book? I believe in that
No,
one.
it's a book that's cornered in the market by one guy who will spend that money to buy other books, and it's almost like a single wealthy person's propping it up. I don't know the whole story.
Oh,
Like
guess what?
he owns like
Yeah.
20 copies, and every time it's on Instagram or something, or he's the one who buys it.
He hasn't in a while. He hasn't in a while.
Yeah.
His money might have dried up. He hasn't in a while.
And you got to get the feeling that might happen to low volume books, that a few people with a vested interest may bid for it if they see it's not going high enough. And I've been tempted. I saw a cap 3 going for way less than I thought. I'm like, I'm going to go for that in a way. But I wasn't trying to prop the price up. I was just trying to get it real cheap. Another one, but didn't work.
Yeah, you can kind of dictate the market whenever they're like 1 in 10 buys. Like you see,
if you have the funds, I mean, you
you gotta have the money.
You have to have the backing of
Becker.
sorry, Biggie.
What up, big guy?
All
Good to see you, man.
right.
You gotta have the funds to
Beckman.
do it.
I wrapped this thing in kryptonite. There we go.
All right, boys.
Duct tape.
Yeah, it was something.
So Biggie knows I like Qbert, but I don't think this is Qbert.
Oh, you got some Hubert. By golly.
I've seen this one, and I
Okay.
can't remember.
Maybe
who
I'm
the-
wrong.
But Weird
Oh
War.
no,
Tales.
that's not Qbert. Yeah,
Is this Frank Miller or
I think that's Neil Adams.
Neil Adams? Okay, it might be.
I'm
Yes,
guessing though. I don't know.
it's-
Anybody know? That's a fucking great cover. God damn.
Yeah. You know, the two guys in the
Yeah,
middle
you're
of a
right.
fight
I'm
for
not
their
quite sure
life,
either,
and
Doc.
out comes this dude. So
That's awesome.
Could be Qbert. Looks Qbert.
Huge fan of the Weird War stuff, man.
it is. If anybody's on the internet, number 34. So if you look,
Nice.
anybody want to look up who
I'm guessing
it's
Neil Adams,
beautiful.
guys. But I don't know.
It's a
everything.
beauty.
I'm trying to do 1 to 20 right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Here we go. Number
Boom
62.
shakalaka. Little
Yeah,
silver
man.
goodness.
Now, Biggie,
Yeah.
is that actually the first appearance of Blastar?
It is.
Yeah,
Yes, first appearance of Blastar.
that's right. I think the 62. That's pretty early.
Yep.
Very nice.
First appearance and
Ooh.
cover.
No problem, man.
That's beautiful.
Doc didn't have that one, so I said I'd be obliged. I had a couple.
Oh yeah. Very nice. And this is 12 center, so technically it's still Silver Age. I think Van Esther 4 is in like the 90s.
Luis Dominguez.
Luis
Luis
Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Okay. Oh
Holy
my
smokes.
God, I see. I'll show this one last. I know which one Biggie should. Now I
Okay.
know this is Qbert.
Yeah. That's a
Man,
great one. I read
yeah.
that one, dude. I suggest that's a skimmer. Check that one out.
If you know, Qbert isn't known for superheroes as much as he's known for war and Tarzan and Thor and things like that. He likes,
I have a Sergeant Rock sketch from him.
yeah, he did Sergeant Rock, Unknown Soldier, Enemy Ace. I had Enemy Ace Qberts in it behind me, and I just took them down the other day, and I haven't put anything there, obviously. That is
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Look at that. Yeah, what is it? Is it the penciling or something about Qbert's art? You can always.
It's like the anatomy, I think, dude. Like it's the same every fucking time, man.
Yeah, you can look at how he does the abs, and he does a little more pencil strokes on his bodies. I don't know. I'm not an
Like a
artist. so
golden
I-
age vibe, like a lot of lines. There you go.
Speaking of Sergeant Rock,
That's a classic right there, boy.
that is great.
Nazi pointing the gun. Very cool.
Where is Easy Company? Tell me before I count to 3. Yep, that is that, and you can see Qbert's
Yep.
sig there. Very nice. Awesome, brother. And here we go. So we got Kirby, Forever People.
It's got a nice Catman story in there, Golden Age, I believe. Sandman story, sorry.
Yeah, Forever People is the true first appearance of Dark Side, Forever People 1.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm sorry, not to create a controversy, but if Hulk 180 is not the first appearance of Wolverine where he's fully in it saying something, but Darkseid on a computer screen is a first appearance. Because Jimmy Olsen, the Jimmy Olsen, I forget which number, that's the actual first appearance.
Right.
Him on a computer screen, barely visible.
Giving out orders, yeah.
Little what we decide is a first appearance is sort of a more of a democratic vote rather than actual reality.
I can't decide on how to say his name. Is it Darkseid or Darkseid?
I say Darkseid, but
Dark Seed.
Darkseid. It is spelled, yeah, it is. All right, this next one is a key, and I'm forgetting what the key is, so Biggie's going to tell us, but
Well,
it is a Kirby Summer of Love, the Swingers. Is it the first Swingers? Is that what it is?
No.
Number 48?
no, it's real simple. It's right there in front of you.
The first guy with sunglasses on a
The
comic.
first hair, the first hair pulling.
It's a fucking hair pull cover. That's all it is.
That's
hair
really
pull
it's the
cover?
first hair pull cover.
I don't think it's the first hair pull, but it is it's like called the hair pull.
I
cover.
think Alan, who's the expert in my book, Alan is the expert on all romance and good girl type of stuff. I believe he said it was the first. Alan Comic Collector Geek said it was the first hair pull
That's crazy.
on a
It
cover.
might be. I don't know. Shit.
When you first showed this, Big, I remember when you showed this, Alan got super excited, and you didn't really know what he was. You were like, "What?" So this was
Yeah.
this was a wild find by Biggie. That's actually by Romance Cover Guys to be a key, and it's a pretty. I mean, it's a cool looking cover, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. No big deal.
And
man.
I don't think she's hating the hair pull, so I'm not going to hate it either.
No. So yeah, man. I'm glad you liked them, man.
Who dat? I might swing this to you because you're looking for good female covers for your daughter. Just kidding.
So spicy.
He's like, no, thank, brother.
No, I'm okay, man. I'm okay.
I appreciate you, Biggie. This is awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad you was able to come on and open them. Doc's been wanting to open and
Yeah, I've had Biggie sent this to me about 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah.
I told
And
him
he's
go
just
ahead and
like,
open it, but
Biggie's
he-
like, just open it, but I don't want to just open it. I wanna
Yeah. Oh, dude, do you got that fucking Cap One, Doc?
I'd have to walk around. I have a bunch of stuff that I got recently, but I don't
Yeah,
have
show
that.
us some stuff before you get out of here, if you don't mind. You guys got any books you want to show or talk about?
Sure, I got some.
There's your John Jiang. There you go.
John Jane.
Ooh.
I was giving Jane a hard time earlier because I'm a jerk. He's pretty good. Ain't he,
Yeah,
Curtis?
I love it. I love it. I just don't know why it's worth like the fortune that it is.
It probably
It's
is.
not worth a fortune.
Is that worth a
Why
fortune?
doesn't anybody sign their name like they're proud
What is
of
that
it
worth?
anymore?
Who that?
Awful.
Like, what is that? What is the value of that?
That's $199.
That's not that bad. That was
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's not a
Yeah.
fortune.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's not a
getting mad.
it's not a fortune, you know.
Remember back in the day when artists signed their names legibly? Like Jack Kirby signed it like he was signing a check.
Jack Kirby,
His wife
just what I
did too.
showed just now, Kubert. That's a very legible signature.
best
Or, yeah,
signature
Joe
I've got
Kubert.
to date is
Kubert.
Hellraiser's signature. The guy signs it like it's a drawing. It's amazing. And his signature is so nice. I'm like, wow, yep, that's you. Awesome, bro. So yeah, Hellraiser's got the best signature so far.
Yeah. That's the other one. That's
Yeah,
the
it's a
other
beauty.
one. The Snow White cover from MegaCon. That was a secret.
Very
right?
good.
There you go. That's some John Jiang.
Gang,
I have about
Here's
13
a guy you were talking
13
about
big books
earlier,
I can show
Biggie.
you, Biggie.
Okay.
But let's
There's
hang
a
out.
Bruce Timm,
Oh yeah.
Is that
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet? Yeah, Green Hornet. Oh my god.
Yep. That's it's
Printer,
basically
original.
a certificate for the last time I won a foot race at San Diego Comic-Con in 2012. I was able to get up there and
I'm
get
glad
one.
you didn't pull an Achilles or something.
that's why I don't have a Harley or a Batman or anything because those skinny bastards got all of them.
When I met Becker, he was on a fucking bum wheel, dude. He was at the con with like a broken.
Yeah, I'm not
ankle or
known for
some
my
shit.
speed.
Hey, you use the proper burst at the proper time, it seems.
Right.
I was wanting to see Dog's Cap One because he got it upgraded and it's white pages now. And he's asked me if I've seen it. And I said no, but it's all piled up. But he's got other stuff he might show us in a second. We'll get that Cap One eventually. Uh-oh. Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, that's a
Ooh,
great cover.
love
That's one of those
Sylvester.
covers, even though it doesn't have Mr. Sinister, it's still an awesome cover. So who cares?
Mr. Mark Silvestri. And it's so funny is the first page is like
Yeah,
so if that first page was the cover, oh my god.
the first page is so awesome.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, when I was talking to Mark, he was like, yeah, when I was just coming along doing stuff and people started bringing me this book, I was like wondering why people wanted this book signed, and then I opened the book up. Oh, it's this guy.
so
I can't remember the first page. You have anybody have a raw on them? I just
I
I
have
do.
one. I have to go
I
find
do.
it.
Do have
I
I
have
don't
it.
know exactly where it is.
Save the day, Bleeker.
yeah. It's mine is encased as well.
I remember
and
somebody saying
that, when
that,
I actually read that was when I was however old I was when it came out. So that's the last time I actually read it. So
Let's see if I can
I don't remember what the
I know
splash-
exactly what that first page is. It's fucking beautiful.
I got a raw one.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
here's
he's got
who
one.
that got it. He
Oh, who that's got it? You're all right.
I thought I had one right now. I had a raw one.
Nice.
It was right next to me.
I would
said
have
that
to check
me,
like
but you gotta
16
look at
bucks.
the first page. I think it was D Runk. D Runk was really adamant. Yeah,
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
now I reminds
Fucking
my work on
awesome.
that.
Mr. Sinister doesn't tolerate.
Now, if that was the cover of that book would be way overpriced.
I don't hate that.
That would be
cover.
more.
It's a
That
great
would be
cover.
more.
You know who
Yeah,
I'm a
has
little
crap-
salty with Sylvester right now.
What happened?
Oh yeah. Pray
He
tell.
canceled. So I had. I've been on his commission list for 2 years. I paid up front, full figure. It was the last ones he was going to do. Once he got through our list, he was done for. But yeah, I gave him the money 2 years ago. He canceled it. He told his rep a week before San Diego. Just to refund everyone's money that he's never going to get to it. And I understand it's his decision to make. It's just in good faith. I've been sitting on the waiting for 2 years, and that's all I get. Not
Yes.
even like an email that says I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Or he didn't at
Yes.
least give you like a little bit of a 3%, 4% holding your money.
Right, yeah.
And it was a
Like-
significant amount of money, just to let you guys know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than I was willing to lend him rent for, or interest free for 2 years.
Yeah, if you give
That's-
someone,
that's-
if you give $1,000 to a CD,
And that's exactly what it
expect it
was.
to be like 1,000, 100 at least. So
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
yeah, that is ridiculous.
I don't think it was right, but I don't get to decide what he does. He made his decision.
I don't know. After so long, you could. I guess you have to try to file some kind of.
No,
proceeding.
it's
Yeah, he
over.
got his money back. Yeah, he got his money back.
Oh, okay.
But
Did you,
it's
did you
kind of
kick Bleak-
it's kind of
did you
messed
kick
up
Bleeker
though.
out, Biggie? Did you kick Bleeker
That's
out?
how I
No,
feel.
I didn't.
I'm not mad at him. I'm disappointed.
I can
Yeah,
hear y'all
that's what I
way better
said.
now.
Yeah, it's very disappointing how that situation was handled. If you know what I mean, like
And I
Like,
feel
if you're
like
not
there
gonna
was a
do it, you
nicer
could've-
way to end it.
yeah.
Sorry
And he
about
could have
that.
he could have did a stream and said I apologize to everybody or something. Like,
You know who has a shit first appearance cover, but it ain't really a first appearance cover. But if it was a better cover, it'd probably be considered is Miss Marvel 16.
Mystique.
The
Oh,
Mystique shit, and it's kind of a trash cover. And then it's 18 is like the real book. It's even probably worth more than Miss Marvel 1, ain't it? Because it's first Mystique. 18.
Yeah. 18
Yeah.
is worth more. Yeah.
Is she even
Big
on any of them,
fingers.
or is she just like a head bubble in one of them at some
Her
point?
first cover appearance, I believe, is Avengers Annual 10.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, she's
Yes, that's first cover.
Yeah. But
That's
that
a
book
shitty
could be a
print.
lot more money if it wasn't all over the place, and it would have just been her cover or even Rogue.
I feel like
Rogue
it was
is a
better
famous
looking
annoying first appearance
cover.
Nobody likes it. The art's done well. I dare someone to show me a panel that artistically isn't done well. Now it may not
But
be in
those
the right
multi-panel covers aren't usually very
just
popular
saying.
anyway. It's too much going on. Even if an individual panel you blow it up and it's like, oh, that's not bad. As a whole, those panel covers annoy most people. Even a lot of people don't even like Amazing Spider-Man 4 as much with the 4 Sandman panels, or is that 4? I can't remember.
Yeah, 4. Yeah,
And it's like
4.
it's just sorry.
I actually don't love the first Goblin cover either, to be honest. It's not
And
my It's just it's okay. I love it for what it is. It's just not my favorite cover.
because the Hulk's in the bottom and there's another panel, or just you don't like the actual cover?
Just don't like the cover, man. It's just
You don't like it.
favorite covers. Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
Goblin. He's one of my faves.
I love that cover. So
I do.
it's one of
love
you
it.
know I actually
Good cover,
don't
and
like
it's
a lot of Ditko covers, but I like that one.
That's a nothing
Is that
cover.
a
and I love
Ron
it.
Wilson?
And that's a fucking
Beautiful.
awesome cover. Yeah, it is. I know it's ridiculous, but I just was going through my comics the other day, and I'm like,
Blinded by the light.
that's a fucking great cover, man.
God, I
Duped up like a dude.
You know, Ron, you want to talk about value? Ron Wilson, for getting commissions from, is a value artist. He's doing cover recreations of anything he's ever done for dirt cheap prices
oh, nice.
compared to what the competition charges.
Becker knows.
Like, yeah.
Rubenstein was doing was it what are they called? Remark or little
Yeah, he does remarks, but I'm
Like
talking a full
25.
11 by 17 recreation of any cover that Wilson's done. And I think they're priced, but they start at 200 and go to 350.
Oh, hey,
That's cheap
Fucking-
for an 11 by
Let's
17.
see what you got going there, Doug. Oh
Ooh.
shit! What the fuck is that? Whoa!
this is
It's his young men.
yeah, Young Men 27, one of the last ones, 1954. But a lot of pre-code horror people like it.
Look at
'cause
that
of
shit, bro. It's
the
crazy,
sort of
bro.
demons in the circle there.
What?
I'm ready for that book if it's in a competition. I'll snack real quick
dang.
about that. See, Doc and his
Okay.
young men.
Yeah,
I gotta make the chat think it's a book that is not good, but I want.
that's right. That's right.
That's one I definitely want.
This is Miss Fury #4. It's a Hitler cover. He's in a
His
portrait
head
on the
off?
back.
Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought she kicked his head off. I was like, geez.
No, yeah, that's a one.
It looks like
it.
it.
It does look like it.
Damn.
Yeah,
I was like, when you held it a little
yeah.
further back, I was like, damn, she kicked his head off.
I mean, if you ever seen Cap 46, where it's the concentration camp, it almost looks like Cap's taking the guy's head off with a shield. It's very similar to that. It's not. I don't know that it's Schoenberg. I don't think it is, but this is one of those.
Yeah, I was trying to get like some Miss Fury's.
Yeah, it's a short. It's actually not a terribly difficult run. It's
like
11
1 through 5
comics
or
total.
something?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
what's that?
It's like
Yeah,
how
there's
many, it's not that many issues, huh?
Yeah, it's 11 comics. Number 1's a little pricey. This one and number 9 are Hitler covers, so they're a little more pricey for that. But for Hitler covers, they're actually pretty cheap. So yep, that's it. Here's a MLJ Hangman #6.
Oh, that's cool.
This one has a little glue on the. It's like the restoration's pretty low. It's like the spine reattached with glue. That's it.
Still an awesome cover, man. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, a
it's
lot of them
grabbing
are
the
restored.
Gave him
skeleton
a
here,
choke
right?
slam. You had to
That-
choke slam to the skeleton.
Yeah. I don't know that choking a skeleton is the way to go, but it seems to be working for him.
I mean, at least they ain't incomplete. What's incomplete? Green?
It's not incomplete. Yeah, green doesn't necessarily mean incomplete, but it's a qualified. So green could also be a married centerfold or
I'm
something.
pretty sure Phantom Restoration probably could take that off.
It's probably not worth going through the rigmarole, honestly.
Whoa.
The way CGC is nowadays, they'll probably call it incomplete after you submit it or something. They've been really. I don't know if you've been talking to a lot of people, but it sounds like they've been specifically making a lot of errors in the last 2 months.
They've been making a lot of quality control errors.
That shit
Yes.
looks mildly racist, dude.
Yeah, this is the end of the war cover. It's the last
God
Thrilling
dang.
Comics.
Just mildly.
46.
I,
Yeah, it's
thought it was, I thought it
1940.
was. I thought it was a black guy. Then I saw the eyes.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Son of a
war propaganda to not draw Japanese and
Yo, his
Asian.
Oh,
fucking
look at the-
hair product is.
Look at the
fleek,
guy's
dog.
face on the bottom.
Look
though.
how
That is
handsome
some...
this guy is. Chiseled.
Yeah, it's really rough. You're right.
Yeah,
His
Look very
hair.
Superman.
Yeah, his hair
Fucking
could took a
amazing.
bullet. I'm Biggie. His hair
Yeah.
could have took a bullet.
And here,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one
a lot
isn't
of
as
products
rough.
do that.
The art isn't as rough, but I'll show you what the caption says. So this is Bill Barnes' America's Ace Comics number 7, 1942. So it's a pretty cool fight cover. The guy's like getting,
Oh wow, that's a
attacked by
big bitch. Is that a
but
bitch
then
or a
read
dude?
read the bottom cover. It's how to wipe the Japs
Oh Jesus!
actually off the map.
Oh.
Based
Well,
on-
I'm gonna be taking my picture off of the screen. There we go.
this is 1940s, so it's you got to take it in the time of the side of the
I
time.
mean, well, and then
I'm not approving of this message.
Oppenheimer movie is out, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
How is it anyway? Is it any good? I hear people.
it's too long of a movie to go see.
3 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
but, and
I
I
can't
saw
wait.
I've read a book about it, and I've also seen the original. There was a TV made for television version that was really good too. So I
Interesting.
don't know. At some point, I've just seen enough versions. But yeah, so this is a pretty rough cover, no doubt. And doesn't want to be seen. He doesn't want. You will
That's
not be
funny.
branded a racist. Trust me.
All
It's,
right.
It is how
I'll
to
give you a
take
break,
the
Doc.
Japs. Actually,
yes, it
off
was.
the
It
map.
was. It's off, Beckerman. If you want to come back, it's
It
off.
would have made. I'm not gonna lie, I would have laughed a little bit if it would have had right underneath it Oppenheimer.
That would have been very
Actually.
prescient since it's 1943. They didn't even know there was an atomic. There was a thought there might have been an atomic bomb. Now this, Briggy, you took me off, but this is a good book here.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Hold up.
that's
Um,
headline comics.
What do I?
Not because of the book so
Oh.
much, but this, my friends, is an Okajima pedigree. So,
Wow.
so
You're gonna
if
have
you
to
look
explain
at it here,
that.
it says Okajima on it. It's an Okajima camp copy, date stamped. So the story is a Japanese girl in an interim camp loved Golden Age comics. So she bought a lot of Golden Age books, including things like the book I just showed you. So real, anti-Japanese books. But she kept those books, and years later, she was selling them, and the story came out that she was buying books in Okajima. So it's a pedigree. And there were two parts of the pedigree. One is books she actually bought when she was in the interim camp, and then books she bought after she got out of the interim camp because she kept buying comics. So this is an actual camp copy that she bought in the camp. These are hard to get. These are harder to get than Mile High, really.
Excuse my ignorance. Anytime I've seen someone show a pedigree comic, they always have a fancy label. Why?
Yes, that's when comics were submitted for grading in the last 2 years or 3 years, they had a new gold thing. Anything submitted before 2020 had this, and it just says it here. So if you
Okay.
look, it says
He can
Okajima.
get it recased. He can get it recased, but it's not.
I
really-
could, yeah, I could
No,
send
no,
it to
no.
CGC, and it says Okajima right above the serial number there. If you look.
I'm just wondering because I don't know I didn't know that was the case.
Yep,
Doc. Thanks
I
for-
actually
thank
have more pedigrees that don't have that label because they were encased before that. But I
Right.
could just like Hudat said, I could submit them all back and get
The
them.
fancy.
Yeah, and this is a good one. They're chasing a Nazi, and they do have an Asian guy in the back. They ham-handedly
I see
draw.
that.
you. The guy with the red hair?
No, next
Oh,
one.
y'all see the yellow guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
And-
shit!
and the Eiffel Tower. It's in France, so
Actually yellow. My God.
and Okajima's always known for page quality. Okajima, she kept good, so they're always they're usually not high grade, but they're often white pages. That's one of the biggest finds I've had in a while. Honestly, that's a big one.
Okay.
Dope, man.
Nice.
That's really dope.
Oh, you
I
want?
got-
Okay.
Oh no, I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I got it.
Oh, he's got a lot
Yeah,
more
all right.
hateful books left.
he was like, "That's the big one." I was like, "Fuck, it must be done."
Here's a Frank Frazetta cover.
9-2.
Famous Funnies 210, 9.2 is a pretty high grade.
Fuck, 9.2. Jesus.
A little
And this
high.
is Buck Rogers, 1954.
You just got that one?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first book?
I could have swore. I don't
No,
know.
209, I believe, is the first.
Oh,
Famous
9,
Funnies.
yeah.
I saw that somewhere.
I would love. Yeah, I would
I
love.
don't know if I saw
the
the grade, but I saw that cover somewhere.
I watched
This-
so much Buck Rogers.
These
when I
have
was a
gotten
kid.
very popular recently. This is one of those you wish you'd bought them 6 years ago when people didn't really know about them, and now every sci-fi collector, pre-code sci-fi or golden age collector is trying to get them, and so they've gone up in value quite a bit.
Golden Age has gone up quite a bit, in the
Yeah.
last little while. I think.
We can
Unless-
take a
unless you
break.
sell-
with
unless
you
you
and
sell it-
someone else shows
Unless you
up.
sell it, unless you
I'll
sell
show
it
you a
on
couple
golden
when we come
auctions.
I'll show you a couple more.
Yeah.
I don't think I got to show you on a stream. So I got this cool Babe Ruth,
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's a good cover.
number 5. Pretty cool. And
Wait,
I got
is-
this cool.
Is that a? Does that have comics code? Is that a pre-code or is that comics code? So, like what?
Mm,
What's his? How much is it?
how much is it? Oh, it's 10 cents.
So it's pre. Probably.
I don't see the fucking price tag now that you say that. That's funny.
I feel like that's older than I think, but
There is no price tag.
it was free comic.
Yeah, it is a free book, number 5. So I thought this is one staple because I'm a goof. Okay. Now, it's got a staple on a different area of the spine than the second one. The second staple's flush with the spine. The first one's a little bit on the front. So I thought it was a one staple for the longest.
Oh, this is a good book. Yeah, you just recently showed the Creature from the Black Lagoon one on Instagram. So there's like a few of those with the classic guys. That's the Dracula one, and then there's a
I have
Creature from the Black Lagoon. There's a Frankenstein. There's a werewolf.
I have the Frankenstein and I have the Wolfman.
Nice.
Yeah, those are in my LCS, dude. Just chilling.
The Frankenstein. Oh no, sorry, that one there. That's a great find. That Dracula book.
All right.
Boom.
Startling Comics, fighting a Ku Klux Klaner with a swastika on the back.
That's what I'm talking about. Take him
Make
out.
cover.
Jeez Louise.
Take him out. Hey, he's beating them up. Take out the clan.
Beckerman, I take it you're not familiar with Golden Age comics.
No, I'm just making jokes, honestly. I've seen a lot of your books. I watched your Rob Fatstacks one. I've just had the jokes in the quiver for a while. So
You do it, baby. Yeah.
Becker knows some shit. Check this out, Doc. Becker, who is the chick artist that did Metamorpho, dog?
Ramona Fredone.
She still does art, right?
Yeah,
She's
she's
like-
92,
Yes,
94 years old.
She did some Golden Age too. I'm forgetting.
She's still cranking out art,
Yeah.
man. Who left in that age group is cranking out art.
no one.
And you can get stuff from her for $80 pencils.
That's
Hop
dope.
on it, people.
That's pretty awesome,
Super
actually.
Bunny, man.
Super Rabbit taking out Hirohito.
Here you two.
Man, Tojo really got it in the pants. At least Hitler, I mean, he's always getting knocked out, but he doesn't look as ridiculous as Tojo does.
Yeah. Arrow number 3. This is Centaur Publications. These are really hard to get. They were low
Whoa.
print, and out of they weren't a very popular comic, but this is a pretty good one, and it's a Hitler cover again. He's just in that picture, that little picture.
Yeah, but see, he's not like buck-toothed or like.
Oh yeah,
looking all weird.
so certainly Germans were sometimes represented in a ridiculous fashion, but not like the Japanese. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close. Yeah. Some people, I was listening to Historian, and that World War II time was probably the height of racism in the world. I mean, it's just like the world was just absolutely geared towards this, we're the racial supreme, whatever, and from Japan all the way to US, whatever. And it was definitely interesting times. And we'd like to think we're all doing better. This is Charles Biro. He was sort of,
Fucking
I call Charles Biro the first sort of sick fuck of the.
That is fucking
comic
awesome.
art.
Barrio.
He has
Check him
this
out.
chick here, all tied up, and this dude's like tickling her with a feather,
That's amazing, bro.
and he's drooling.
That is
You're a
fucking
bad dude,
amazing.
bro.
Look at all the
Tons of
cells
that.
in the background too. All the
Yeah,
cells.
and there's guys in cells in the background, and there's Daredevil. The
Dude,
original-
his art is fantastic. I mean,
yeah,
the difference
Charles
from
Biro.
that to, like,
Charles
boy
Biro
comics,
is great. Artist.
Charles Biro, you
He's just
say?
a sick mind. Charles Biro.
I'm actually gonna actively look for some of that because that's fucking awesome.
Biro. Right here, you can see his signature.
Oh, he's all
Yeah.
over the place. He does it like Hubert. He marks everything.
That's
Bureau.
awesome, man. I love
Yeah.
that. That is
He
fucking
has one
sick.
book that I have. I don't have it near me, where these kids are hanging a Japanese soldier, like, and he's like, "Wah!" And it's just like, oh my god. And there's another one, like these kids are running away from this hobo, and the hobo's has a steam press, a steam roller, and he's like, and he's about to run over these kids. It's just like, it's so.
The only
It's not hard to get some
I
too.
think the
Like,
only
you
way
can get
for
Probably
Bureau.
the hardest. The hardest book of his to get is actually one of his pre-code crime books. It's literally The Criminal. It's like Fight Against. It's one. I forget the title. It's Crime Doesn't Pay or one of those. And it's a very valuable book because it's just so hard to get and so sought after. The Criminal is basically putting a woman's head on the flame, and you can see the flames coming up on the oven top, the stove top, and there's police just on the process of shooting this dude as he's like cramming her head there. It's just he's really a, I don't know if he ever had a psychoanalysis, that probably would have been not good stuff. The next two are some of bigger books here, and for pre-code horror, they're big grails. This is the Chamber of Chills 23.
Oh, that's fucking wicked.
And this, I call it the zombie date rape cover.
Hold on.
That makes sense.
That's not
Yeah.
the one I thought you meant. I thought you were talking about the
It's pretty
Martini
accurate.
Yeah, I mean it's a Lee Elias cover.
What number is that one?
This is 23.
You got 19 too, though, right?
19.
Ah,
Speaking of 19,
that's the fucking one, man.
this
That's the
one,
one.
I knew you were about to
5.
show this.
Son of a bitch.
This is probably the most iconic pre-code horror.
For sure.
Well, yeah, it's because Misfits did it for their album.
Yeah, Misfits. A lot of people recognize it. It's just
Yeah.
Lee Elias again.
I wouldn't have known that shit went for Dog, dude.
That's
Like, I
fucking
just-
awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
And this is a clean copy. I mean, the edges have
That's a huge
For
fucking
a
book.
black
For the people in
cover-
the chat that don't know, dude,
the cufflinks of a skull. Now, a lot of people, if you can find one that actually has all the cigarette smoke in the head of the cigarette, that's considered like Iron Man getting the quotes of.
oh my god,
You know, if,
yeah,
if,
that's crazy.
what is it? Tales of
39.
Suspense. 39. Yeah, thank you. Jesus, my brain's having if the quotes are in it, that, to me, who the hell care if the quotes are in it? But that would
Oh,
be
so they cut them
maybe
different?
the cigarette.
So they cut them differently then, eh?
Oh
So
yeah,
there's
all
one-
comics that were slightly cut different, so you're going to
Interesting.
miss
I've
some
heard-
of the edge on any comic. Like even like the 20-cent bubble, sometimes it's a little cut off, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It depends on.
Mhm.
They put these wraps on and cut, and it cut in different places.
I've heard DS explain this book by saying, like, I had a copy that had the cherry off the cigarette on it. That's
Yeah.
how people get
So
into this.
that would be the most sought after version. But this is one
Yeah.
of those books if you have an opportunity, you take it. It's
in a
not.
5.5. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
awesome. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If you only have 99.8% of the book.
Oh, that was it.
That would be Anna Love. Anna Love has 12 copies, I think.
Get out.
Yeah, she does.
No, Doc's right.
Go look at her channel and just scroll through her pictures. And you'll find how many she has. A whole she has
can't
more
do
than
it.
that. She might have
I
20.
get too jealous when I see shit like that. I
I
can't do
almost
it.
showed her
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
can't.
book after
And
that.
she
Chamber 19,
has
dude.
probably 8 punch 12s.
I can't do
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
Man. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I get too jealous.
Oh, is it
She's a
12?
hoarder
Big
of
small
pre-code.
one, right? I bet she don't have a bunch of suspense 5s, or where the fuck it's gone. The clan one. Does she got a bunch of them? She probably does.
The clan one. Oh,
Yeah.
Suspense 3.
Suspense 3.
That I don't know.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
probably has one. Her husband was a big time collector.
He
way
probably- I
before
don't
he
know,
was
yeah.
interested, and she just sort of, she's the wife we all want. She's like makes money and got into the hobby. It's like we're gonna go exponentially up on our acquisition of comics.
What's that? Who that?
That's my postcard, man, from Mexico. Las
neat.
Tortugas.
Day of the Turtles.
Nice.
I got a whole bunch of these. I'm probably gonna start sending some out.
They got a,
This-
They got a time capsule they're
Michael
gonna
Lewis.
open in Nickelodeon in like 2013. Oh, dude, I was
Bambi?
looking at this book.
Yeah, man. It's the first
Who dat?
appearance of Bambi.
That is
Yeah.
nice.
First appearance
Some
of
first
Bambi. This
Bambi,
is
very
4
good.
color number
She's looking
12.
awfully lonely.
Wow.
Bambi, go find your mom.
Look at that
Oh,
10-cent symbol. That's beautiful.
Oh.
That's 4 color 12. What's 4
Yeah.
color 12s? What, 1930, 39? What is that?
Well, this might be volume 2, whatever, but it's 42.
Oh, okay.
42.
I tell y'all a
I
sleeper.
think it predates something.
I tell y'all a sleeper book that's on eBay right now, dude. It's Ken and Barbie #1. I believe it's a Dell comic. There's a copy with the centerfold missing for like $60. And then there's a 0.5 for like 300 or something. So
Wouldn't this be the worst time to buy that?
I think it's a good time because I haven't seen anybody sell a fucking Silver Age Barbie book yet. Like even a Barbie 4.
Yeah, Barbie, anything Barbie is going to be fucking just
Yeah,
smashing.
so I agree with Beckerman. Probably the spec hype is up, but
It's already
sometimes
up.
it drops. I don't know that Barbie actually spiked comics.
Barbie's done really well in theaters. It's sort of
No, but
ridiculous.
did it
Super
spike any Barbie comics? I don't even, know.
Nice remark, who dat?
Yeah, Art Germ.
Zach
Look.
B, long time. Check
I
it
have
out.
an art germ sketch that was because
Hey, Zach,
I
good to
lost
see
a
you.
race and they took pity on me. I was breathing so hard they didn't have the heart to tell me I had missed the cutoff, so they added me in because I was one of the people lined up at 4 a.m.
Oh, wow. Art Germ. I have one Art Germ. It's a Wonder Woman, just some variant cover. It's nothing.
Well, I think we're
Nothing.
going to tear out of here, man. We got mission accomplished. I think everybody should get back to their normal as day plans, and we will re-adjourn some other day. You know what I mean?
If you insist. I got nothing to
Yeah, if you want to leave,
I had fun.
if you want to leave,
I had fun.
I was pulling out books to show.
Yeah, let Goudat show some books, man.
Man.
Dude, I haven't hung out with anybody in so long.
It's y'all's
actually.
party, man. Let's go.
I was showing some books. Let's see.
He was trying
I'll
to
take-
close it.
I was trying to give everybody a way out. Back
If we want out, we'll just say, see ya, Biggie.
yeah, you just
Put it
let
on
me know.
put it on
All right,
Goudat.
I'm
He's the
doing
one
it. I'm
showing
doing
book.
it. I promise.
That looks like First
Yeah.
Enchantress and Execution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5-0. No,
That's a very colorful 5.0. I would say that's what makes that a 5.0.
Because when the person sold it to me,
I don't see who that over here.
chip on the
Oh,
bottom and little one at the top.
I don't know. It's still that's such a nice cover, man.
It's not. It's the front. I'd say the front looks like a 7.
Yeah.
7. Or
I mean,
maybe
I can't see
higher.
the
It's a-
dings and the little stuff from here, but yeah.
Well, they don't
nice
have a
color.
lot on the front. They don't have a lot on the front. It's really the back with that little chip. But even with that little chip, I've had a 6.5 with that type of thing. So
Yeah.
you never know with CGC.
You don't
got
know
that.
CGC. As I said, I'm a little down on CGC.
I
What
got-
a pretty early journey cover, though,
I
man.
got,
Like that's
I
very
got-
bright cover.
One thing that all right, I gotta show it.
So don't really want to show it, but Doc's here. Got to show it.
Oh.
Ooh, first. No, that's not first. That's a Catwoman cover, but it's not her first on the
It
back.
is very first important book, but because it's her first reveal. The name's revealed Selena Kyle.
Oh, interesting.
Her name's not revealed till this issue, and it's her origin as well.
Nice. I
So
didn't know that. Just going
consider
back
this
to
a
what I
big-
said earlier, that is a bright, beautiful 3.0.
What
Yeah.
year is that? Who that?
1950, 51, because it says I guess it came out every other month. This is 1250, 151. So yeah, it's the colors are super bright.
Looks like
yeah.
What's his name? Dick.
Sprang.
Dick Sprang, yeah, Bob Kane, Dick Sprang, Bill Finger story.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
it's,
love the Dick Sprang
and
Batman.
that's also I forget what they call it, but there's a collection where Robin's going sort of at the bottom, like, oh, and there's like a whole people have collect that particular Robin
Yeah.
poem. Yeah, the what's going on, Batman poem. It's like literally, there's a whole listing of there's like 100
That-
comics where Robin
that's
basically
something.
has that look on his
That's something new I got. I thought I might not never get Catwoman's first appearance, but to get the book that her name is revealed, Selena Kyle, I thought that was a pretty big.
Yeah,
That's a big deal. Like
I
even the
was
second,
recently
yeah.
bummed because I actually traded in my Batman #3, which is first Catwoman in costume. I traded that recently.
Oh
So
no,
this is first Moira McTaggart.
I've never had
Yeah.
that book.
That's
That's
a nice
great
cover.
looking book,
Yeah,
dude. I love the cover on that.
I've had it before, but I finally got a grade. I'm satisfied.
Was that a 9.2? So I got a big. I mean,
Yeah, I had an 8.5, and I was like, I ended up selling my 8.5 and I bought a raw copy and it ended up being he said it was near mid minus and close enough.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
The more it
It's,
became more important in the later X-Men stories, right?
Right.
She actually had her own mutant powers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Proteus.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
there you go.
Live
What?
Wire,
Look at you.
and there you go.
Long legs.
Zatanna?
Little sticker from
That's who does that cover again?
Adam Hughes.
Adam Hughes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Super
Under
super.
thighs. In
I really want to get that while it's relatively affordable. I want to get Livewire to 90.
It's a fucking cool book.
And I don't mind that whole cartoony sort of cover. You know, it's still
Yeah, it's
cool.
animated, right?
Yeah, that's
It's like the animated series cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually just watching Justice League. I was just wandering around Netflix and I saw the Justice League animation. It's pretty good. I never watched it.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
a great Daredevil cover.
First appearance of Vigil.
Great
With
cover.
Vigil or some shit. Yeah.
Second print of that. I think it was like under 1,000 orders, something like that. Great. Some crazy
I
number.
like
That
the
is
fact
cool.
that it's new and there's background in the book. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
There's background in there. It's not just a picture of
just
a
is-
guy.
The guy floating.
Yeah. I love
I
the
don't
fact
I
like
that-
actually like the
You like the custom label there?
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
custom
now, some of them are not good. Some of them are good. This is one that's actually good.
I like that
one.
one. I like. I think is a Spider. I think the Spider-Man one's pretty good. I don't like the Fantastic. What is it? There's one that.
Well, the Fantastic Four they had to fix because Thing was cut off.
Yeah.
So they fixed it now. But I still don't. I don't. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I don't like the
yeah.
Fantast cover.
And this is
Did you see that they did like a special
Oh, yeah.
Fantast cover? That thing.
Oh,
Awful.
wait, you talking about for that collection?
Yeah, they actually did a collection specific.
Yeah, I have a
Ridiculous.
book from that collection. So this is signed
Oh,
by
there-
John Byrne.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, but CBCS damaged my book. You can see the damage. It's like
I
a
ended up
little ding.
selling my copy. I'd like it a lot.
Yeah, it was an 8.5 CGC. So, and I got it back. It looked like it wasn't pressed. I said, "Come on, guys."
Yeah, I have a pretty big book I want to send to CGC. but
Oh,
I'm
let
really-
me show you my magazines, and then anybody else can go after this. I don't know if you saw my post on Instagram.
I saw your Zetara, your
Oh,
Vampirella.
Ooh.
That's number 2,
Ooh.
3. Which one?
number three.
That's
and all
such a
the
good cover.
monster stuff on the back.
Talk
Oh,
about.
that's cool.
I don't think that's that's not a Frazetta, but
That's
there's a ton
actually
of Frazetta.
not. Yeah, it's not.
It's still really awesome.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that.
not. But that's a
Some of those
cool one.
Vampirella covers have nothing to do with Vampirella, but they're amazingly awesome covers.
Yeah, and this one, that's one of the ones that's like super scarce.
Yeah.
Like harder to find than the number one. So this is my Star Lord.
Oh yeah, Star Lord.
Star
Nice.
Lord. But this is
And you have a
that's-
higher grade too, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
9.4.
Ooh.
So, I forgot who I bought this one from. I think I bought this one from Travis, not 5.5. But I forgot who I got the 9.4 from. Because I think I got the 9.4 from the same person I got this one, which is
And that's
Nice.
remind me, Satana's like the first
Rocket
Rocket
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Rocky Raccoon, yeah. Rocky
That
Raccoon.
is, which is the coverage is awesome though. Anyway,
Yeah.
and it's Chris Claremont story.
And Bill Mantlo, right?
Yeah, no, Bob Larkin. No, Kenneth Griffin. Yeah, no, yeah.
I thought Mantlo created Rocket Raccoon.
This is Bob Larkin, unless they put the wrong person's name.
Yeah, don't put CGC as infallible. And those magazines
for
often
real.
had a lot of contributors, so they don't necessarily put.
But yeah, I'm just saying that's like a 9.0. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
back
pretty-
of this.
that's
Look
pretty-
how white the back is.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's hard to show it because it's so bright. But yeah, I was like contemplating what I should keep out of these magazines because magazines are so hard to store.
And you as a TMNT collector has got to really.
That's why I'm shaking my head. It's just like I can't keep all of these, so I'm probably gonna keep the Rocky Raccoon or Rocket Raccoon because I like the cover.
Gotcha.
And it's Chris Claremont too. So
It's a strong female cover, so you can always let your daughter inherit it later too.
Yeah. Then
Satana.
But yeah, that's I'll probably let her have that one. But I mean, it's the first Rocky Raccoon. You can't go wrong. But these magazines are stronger, but they still feel like kind of flimsy. You know what I mean?
So those are the new magazine cases?
Yeah.
They still feel flimsy? I've heard good things about them. I don't have one.
No, they're 10 times better than the old one. They're 10 times better than the old one, but
the labels look better. Even just
labels are better. They they have like a little lip.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
It's
so
stronger.
It's not just
it is stronger because if you do like this with the old one, you'd hear cranking and cracking and feel like you're about to bust out the slab. So that's better. It's just that I think the overall material is not as strong as CBCS's magazine one.
Yeah.
But then they give you some cheap bags.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you feel like the magazine.
Like they're paper thin. They're paper thin. Like I got to be very careful when I put them in because they could literally bust out.
And there's no great boxes for slabbed magazines. It is annoying. I sort of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't have a huge amount of magazine case.
They're gonna have the movie Guardians come out, I believe, on the 5th. So I think that'll get another little rush of people liking Guardians more, maybe.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I got those books back the week of the movie, and if you remember, Big, or anybody who watched when I did the reveal on IG, all the labels were incorrect.
I saw that briefly.
Like all of them were incorrect. The Vampirella book label was on like one of the Star-Lord books, and both of the Star-Lord books were on the wrong book. So it was like they didn't even get one of those right. I was like, why?
Yeah. I saw that happen to Hoarder's Hide. He had like Venom special labels on like fucking Batman books. It was fucking hilarious.
Dude, it's crazy. Like
CBCS messed up some of mine.
Yeah, Yahweh had all of his books were wrong. He just got back like all of his books that were signed by Art Germ said in Huck Lee, and his magazine book came back a blue label, but it says signed by Rosario Dawson. And Rosario Dawson actually X'd that, and he was like what's like,
CBCS did that to me on an Avengers 10 annual. I got Michael Golden to sign it, and they said it was Al Milgrom.
Jesus.
Oh fuck!
So then they offered to fix it. I was like, "Oh, you guys don't know me very well. I'm keeping it because this is hilarious."
Why not? What I hope for is maybe they'll accidentally say it was Steve Ditko who signed one of my Spider-Man, and then I'd be happy.
But you know what's so funny with CBCS when I think they updated their app. I mean, not app, but the website now. But when they used to make a mistake, they told me to send it back with a note saying what was wrong, and they'll fix it for free. And I was like, wait. So there's no paper trail, so I can just take my book. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
I've never heard of a Steve Ditko signature besides that AF-15 record breaker. Or whatever
he did a con appearance.
He didn't do. I don't think there's any CGC signature like witness Steve Ditko because he just wouldn't do that. He did not. He despised the whole idea of that stuff. So everything has to be expert signature guy going, okay, this looks like a Steve Ditko. The best you're going to get is maybe CBCS actually has expert verification witness, so they might give it a label, but CGC will only say on the blue label
signed by
that says Steve Ditko written on the inside.
Oh, yeah, written,
yeah. They won't actually.
Which one had his wife signing some of the books?
That's Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby, yeah.
Yeah. And the last 2 years Stan Lee was signing, they had someone with a stick underneath, just like
Fuck
moving
yeah,
his
they
hand.
did, dude.
They
Fuck
fucking
yeah,
used
they
blood
did.
with Stanley. I heard they had a vial of blood.
Yeah, the
The stamp.
DNA covers. Anyone who sells
Oh,
those
yeah.
should get punched in the face.
Heard me
I
do that
agree.
shit.
What's this blood? I've never heard this one. What?
Okay,
He had a
so
vial
his
of blood
blood
inside him
got
with
stolen
blood.
by his caretakers. They mixed it in ink, and you can go on eBay. There's people selling these. There's a Black Panther cover that he had nothing to do with, some modern trash variant. And what they did was they took a stamp into this ink that is certified to have his DNA in it, and they stamped Stan Lee on it and rubber stamped the cover so it's signing his blood. And if you
That's
have one,
just
you're
so
cool.
weird, man.
And if you sell one, you're a piece of crap, and I don't like you.
That's just so weird. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
That's
I thought I
elder
heard it-
abuse.
I thought I heard it different. I thought it was like he was like, I'm gonna get a fucking bag of blood and I'm gonna use it and sell it with
No, it's a
Yeah.
rubber stamp.
it. Okay.
No, it wasn't like planned by Stanley. Like
Was
I
it
first
golly?
thought when I
What a
heard
No,
about the book
they
coming
got
out.
it through
'Cause,
fraud.
Yeah, because when I first heard about it, I was like, oh man, that'd be pretty kind of different. But then you hear about how they got it, and you're like, never mind.
Yeah, you don't want
I'm
to be
good,
involved
I'm
in
good.
that.
It's like never mind.
I don't think I could buy
Yeah.
a book like that just for the fucking connotations, but whatever.
But to get back
it's
to
more-
Ditko, the very first Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, in 1963, 64, the first con, Steve Ditko was a guest. It's the only con he ever signed at.
Wow.
And he also did the art for the program for it. And that's all detailed in a book. I really recommend that details the very first comic book convention.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
do you know who worked the door to that con? A 15-year-old George R.R. Martin.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Yeah, so all those guys that
Who's it?
formed that first con, they were all letters pages kids. They all met each other in the letters pages of Mystery in Space, and they created a club called the Rockets Blast. It was a newsletter. And they decided to all meet in person, and they made the first con happen.
Wow. That's awesome.
Where was it at, Becker?
New York, I don't know, some
That would make
some
sense.
hall.
George R. R. Martin's from Jersey, so it was probably pretty easy for
Yeah,
him.
he caught a bus over.
Yeah.
And,
George R. R. Martin lives near where I grew up in Santa Fe now. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he lived in my hometown for a while, long before I was born. He was a teacher at one of the college I got my master's at.
I'm one of the fans that laments that he's probably never going to actually finish out the series in his own books, but it is.
He
what
has
it is.
great intentions.
Yeah, but he's not young at this point.
You know.
Yeah.
But no, he worked the door along with Len Wein.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, they were the door guys. And DC Comics to get some word of mouth going, they gave them a stack of original art pages from like the Silver Age of DC, and everybody the first 100 people who came in got a free page of art.
Wow.
Like original art.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an original page.
Damn.
This is a wild book. I can send you a link to order one off Amazon. It's only like $25, and it's just
Yeah.
chock full of history, and it has all the prices
I
people
saw the-
paid.
I
They
saw
didn't
the
keep-
Ditko.
They didn't care about original art back then. It's just
Oh, there's a
like,
lot more.
there's
yeah.
the only reason there's so much Silver Age original art is they planned on having reprints, so they kept it around. They threw the covers away because they felt like they wouldn't need the covers. The reprints would go to a different something. So, yeah, I mean, if you could find so it's just the interior art's way more common than any.
They said they had stories. I forgot who told a story about, was it Jack Kirby, about it's like he had all his art and like he just had like a drink on it, or he's just
Oh yeah,
like,
You
like
could-
an ashtray or
even in
something.
the 1980s, you could buy Jack Kirby art for $30, $20. It was cheap, according to people who were in art. I was never into art, so I only learned about this later, of course. But you go.
So my buddy is
Jim.
Jim Shooter's rep, and whenever Jim goes live with us, he always has this huge Captain America behind him, like a 24x17 Kirby. original, and it says to my friend or to a good friend Jim,
Gotcha.
Jack Kirby. The story behind it was the 1982 or 83 San Diego Comic-Con, and Jim was there at the auction, and Jack's popularity had waned at this point, and he was kind of seen as a fossil, like your day's done. They were all excited about the Dave Cockrams and John Burns and stuff,
Right.
and that art was going for crazy money. And this Captain America that Jack donated went up, and the guy hosting the auction looked at it like it was a dirty sock and said, "Can we start the bid at $5?" And Jim was like, "No, not on my watch." He's like, "I didn't have any cash on me, but I just got my first credit card." So he's like, I went all in and I bid $200 or something like that. And they're like, "Oh, Jim Shooter wants this. We're going to sell it to him for $200." He's like, "No, let it bid. I'll pay more." Like he wanted to run it up, but they gave it to him for $200.
Art's weird. It's not like comic values where Golden Age keys. I mean, sure, if you happen to find Action Comics 1 art, that would be worth a lot. But Golden Age art doesn't go for Todd McFarlane dollars. ASM 300 cover is worth more than any Silver Age book, pretty much. I mean, Silver Age cover. I mean, that's in existence. Now, if you actually had Fantastic Four 1 or some big book, that would probably
Hold the
that would
fuck
go
up.
for
Whoa. So you're saying McFarlane original art 300 is
Yeah.
worth more than like
yeah,
FF1?
the copper.
No. He said no. That's not what he said. He said like other like random. Let's say Fantastic Four 10.
Yeah,
That cover, that ASM 300 would sell probably more for the Fantastic Four 10 because it has no significance.
yeah. They're the Copper Age and the late bronze and more those. That is where actual value, where original art is at its most expensive right now, for the most part. And bronze is it's weird. It's almost I don't know. A friend of mine who actually is huge in original art was trying to explain it to me, and I'm just like I was sort of perplexed. Like
I guess my biggest thing, I guess you could say those Bronze Age guys who grew up in that era maybe are a lot older now, so they have that money to get that stuff they remember. That's like kind of like I was telling people about the Turtles collectors, like people who are Turtles collectors. They're a little bit older than me. Oh, well, that's her. People who remember Ninja Turtles, they're a little bit older than me and a little bit younger. So like in that range of like now we're starting to really have some money. It's like you got the 45-year-olds maybe to like the 37-year-olds, that range.
So it's the nostalgia bent.
So like people are like, "Oh man, now I got money. I'm gonna spend it, get what I want." But
I think part of
I got some. Oh, sorry.
Part of why Golden Age, like this comic, there's 7 on the CGC census, something like that. So there's a scarcity that props up the value a little harder than something that has 4,000 CGC copies or something.
You got to tear out of here, Beckerman?
No, I was going to show you just an example of what they're talking about. This is a page from Hulk or from Avengers number 3. And I probably won't get it to show up. It's an interior page, and you can see Hulk battling Namor.
Okay.
And that sold this year, last month, for $81,000.
Okay.
And 2 years ago, the cover, the iconic Barry Windsor Smith Wolverine Weapon X cover.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I think I'm gonna see that.
Oh,
You remember that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that sold 2 years ago, and that sold for $320,000.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's a big jump.
it's not a totally good comparison because it's a cover art to
A cover versus
page,
interiors,
but
Jack Kirby Avengers number 3
Yeah,
is a little more important to pop culture than Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X, which is cool, but come on.
Yeah. Neil Adams 251, is that the Joker cover? Batman 251? Yes. That sold for like $500,000, that cover art, about 3 years ago on Heritage. And that's probably one of the highest Bronze Age things. But if you put ASM 300 on auction, I guarantee you more than $1 million. that
Oh,
book-
Well,
for the cover?
I don't think Dinesh is selling it anytime
yeah,
soon.
Dinesh is not selling it. Dinesh also has Tech 27 and a few other big book things. Yeah, the guy
Does he have the Secret Wars 8? Because I forgot who. Yeah, I know that sold, didn't it?
I don't know.
Like $1 million or something like that. Oh, that was the interior page when you see him in the black suit.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to understand that these things exist and people own them and shit. Like, it's just weird.
I've willfully said I'm not going to start buying original art. That's just at least
It's
with
a vow
comics.
it's a vow of poverty.
Yeah. I mean, comics is bad enough, but
I think it
Yeah,
would
but
be
at
rad
least
to have.
like to me, comics is the easier hunt because they made more than one.
yeah, they made a bunch, and there's a finite amount. Whereas original art, there's no finite. There's this infinite original art. Really, it's
There's one,
yeah. There's one, but
and you got to
infinity
get to
of
it.
different ones.
What
It's
is the one? Yeah.
All right, Hoarders Hide. I'm just gonna say we maybe get him a wellness check or have him committed or something. He's saying Barry Windsor
day of the
Smith.
week.
I would
over
say it depends on
Jack
the
Kirby.
it depends on the Barry Windsor Smith, because I agree. I would take some Barry Windsor Smith over some Jack Kirby, but if it was a Hulk 1 versus Conan 1, I would take Hulk 1. It depends on what we're comparing here.
Well, we're comparing those two pages he just showed. I'll take the Avengers 3 page over.
I would actually take the Barry Windsor Smith.
Yeah,
I
I
think I
would
would.
take the
Yeah,
the
the
panel-
iconic.
panel
It was a
arts-
bad comparison.
Yeah,
Oh,
panel.
I
was
panels
trying to
are
find
really
some-
good.
a recent
against
modern
the fucking
stuff.
cover, first of all.
Yeah, I would take a big splash page or a cover over most panels, unless it's something
I just
very.
posted a very
Well, unless the panel is super important, like
Okay, here's a better comparison. We have an interior Todd McFarlane, Amazing Spider-Man number 318 interior page. That other one, the Jack Kirby, sold for $81,000. This sold 2 years ago for $135,000.
Yeah, so
There you go.
it's Todd McFarlane interior page selling for more than Jack Kirby interior page. That is interesting. I'm with Bleecker. For that, I would buy the. I mean, and plus, I love Avengers 3. I love that story. I love Submariner with Hulk fighting the Avengers, so I'd pick that one. But anyway, that's crazy. It's a flip. It's inverse from what the value is for the actual comics, and
That's
maybe
crazy.
it's a yeah.
I don't even know. That's crazy. I don't know.
It narrows down. Like you have one ASM 3, original art's just one. So even though, whereas you can get a ASM 300 low grade, a piece of cake, and there's 3,000 something 9.8s, you know what I mean? It's, if not more. So there's so many more of those than there are Silver Age books. So that inflates the Silver Age. Whereas original art, there's just one. So
Yeah,
if you
try to
have-
find a
if you're a
cover
kid-
to one of the bunny mask issues. You
Right.
can't because
Yeah,
Hoarders Hide owns them all. I'm not joking.
but
He
if you're
owns them all.
and who that you mentioned nostalgia, like you love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up, so that's the thing you would probably hold more valuable. Well, that's the
Oh
way
yeah,
people do it.
yeah. I actually had a chance to buy original art from a shop here. I should have bought it.
Who that?
He only wanted like 5,000, but it was like I think it was one of the last pages of Raphael 1. Matter of fact, I think it was the last page when they kind of like, all right, they're not fighting anymore. They're they teamed up. So it was like a iconic last page, and it's a full page and everything. So, and it dealt with the first appearance of Casey Jones too. And I was
yeah,
like,
you
man,
definitely
I
should have
should've
bought that, man. You definitely should have bought
Yeah.
that.
It was like $5,000 too, and
Oh.
the guy, I think the guy ended up auctioning it off. Like, I think it went up for 100,000 or something like that.
Who that? I tried to buy a Raphael 1 9.8 because the value had gone down. Well, 9.8 just went for 3,800, which is way more than than any recent sales. So now it's popping up when I tried to get it. I didn't even bid on it. I just was watching it go up and up, and I was like, screw this. Once it hit beyond 2,500, I was like, I'm out.
Like, when I got my copy, I was like, I'm good, because it's a 9.4, but it's signed by Peter Laird and Eastman. So
Yeah, I have a raw of it, but I was looking to get a good. I was like, I want a 9.8, and it's like, it's a black cover. It's a tough to get.
Tough
But
to get.
suddenly the value went up like crazy. I don't know what the hell happened. Just
Man,
Well, you went looking at it, Doc. Stop looking at comic books, man.
now I've been watching for one for a while, and they haven't come out in a while. So I feel like maybe there just hasn't been one on the market in a while. So there's a few people chomping at the.
I very rarely see them still around me. Definitely, everybody wants them pressed, but they don't want to sell them. That's for sure.
The 9.8s. I mean, you can find a 9 to 9.6 in eBay or anywhere, but there's no 9.8s even on eBay right now for a while.
Did you see that 2 Chainz video with the guy that had the TMNT 1 thing?
Oh yeah. Talking about the what is it, like the little kind of whatever you want to call it, the booklet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all
the original TMNT 1 or something. Rough draft. I don't know.
Rough draft. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I saw that.
Now, who that? Do kids still are kids still in the TMNT? Is that?
We're gonna find out in 2 weeks.
Okay,
The movie comes out. It has a 97%, I think. Last time I checked on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's gotten good from the critics. I'm gonna actually see it. I'm actually gonna see it Saturday. I'm seeing it a week early.
Yeah.
What movie are they doing? Who that? Are they doing another one?
Yeah, they do
a series kind of thing.
It's what is it? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Okay.
I think it's produced by Seth Rogen.
Seth
Rogen.
Rogen, yeah.
Rogen,
yeah. Seth Rogen's company and stuff.
Oh, the guy that
I hope it does well.
showed a picture of earlier. Right.
Because these things being still popular to younger generations keeps the value of all this crap we bought up a little.
Yeah, Jackie. I think
forget about it.
It got a good little cast. I mean, and this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because they're supposed to be 15 years old in this movie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So that's why, like, everybody's trying to go, man, they're acting too childish, kitty. And then I saw a new trailer, and it was like, he's like, you finally get to hear Splinter's voice, and he goes, "Kids, 15 years ago, I found you walking around in some slime," and I was like, "Oh, so they're 15 right now."
Nice.
Thank you. It makes sense.
How old were they in the original movies that we watched, the live action movies? I can't even really.
They were considered teenagers, but they're like old teenagers.
Like
18, yeah.
They were like Johnny Depp in the 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, something like that. Because they were like old teenagers. They didn't do as much kiddie things as this new movie coming out.
That 38-year-old in 90210. What?
Yeah.
I'm in high school. What, bro?
Luke Perry.
What's that back?
Yeah, he was like 30 something.
Yeah, he's fucking wicked old, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun.
And now his kid's a pro wrestler. It blows my mind all the time.
Really? That's fucking.
Yeah, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Well, now he's just Jack Perry. He's playing a heel now.
you know what? I didn't even really think about is the Perry.
He's got a title in AEW.
Interesting.
His dad paid for him to train pro wrestling when he was in high school. He's been a former tag champ in AEW. He's a big indie guy.
All right, that's cool.
If you look up a picture of him, it's like looking at his dad.
Wow.
But with curly hair.
Well, guys, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go get some food and shit. But
all right,
it's been
Biggie.
fun.
Thanks for having us on. Let me just show what you. Hey, let me show what Biggie gave again for anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
One more shot. It's one more shot of that AOK.
The goodness.
Right.
Oops. Yeah, man.
All right, my boy hooked me up.
Banger.
To be determined who did the cover.
Weird War 34.
No,
Dominguez covered. Dominguez.
Yeah.
Dominguez. Okay. It looks like a Battlefront or something, you know?
Awesome. The whole just stabbing the dude.
Is that his signature ID?
Pretty racist. Pretty yellow over there.
A little less racist than the than the representations in the World War II books I was showing.
Yeah. That's a great
First
cover.
Blast Star, Fantastic Four 62.
That's a great cover, though, man.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
I always felt like McFarlane kind of homaged that in 298. It kind of looks a little bit the same when you put them together.
298. The
ASM.
one of those Venom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real first Venom.
Cameo, just
supposedly.
right before the first cameo. I can see that.
Yeah, so can I.
Like Hubert, Tarzan, Hubert. Remember, I was talking about the 20-cent circle being cut off, even
It's a
on
little
the
cut
top.
off, yeah.
That's a top cut off, but it can the C can get cut off too.
It's centered pretty good. It's just the top's cut off.
Yeah. Land of the Giants. And more Cubert.
Yeah, I've sent Doc some other Cuberts and Neil
Oh,
Adams
yeah.
and stuff, so they'll go good with the ones that's
Got that signature there. I passed up Catman. I think Catman 2 is the very first Cubert in any comic, and it's interiors, but didn't get that. Forever People, Kirby, Floating Heads,
pretty cool.
almost like an unknown soldier looking guy, but we know.
Frankenstein, yeah, maybe. I felt like
We
it's
got
like kind
Dead
of
Man in here.
Frankenstein.
Dead Man. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
It's a good one to flip through. It's got an old golden age in it.
And here we go. Summer Love. The
Smack
Swingers.
the bitch up.
First hair pull in comics.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's Alan.
Is that yo, Alan? That's right. First hair pull in comics, right, my brother? You tell me.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I think it is. But
First
Alan
fucking
is
hair pull, that's
Alan
funny.
is my guru of good girl art first appearance.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Hey, you could come in the after hang. Anybody wants in there, Alan?
appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem, man. I felt like
Yeah, that was dope, man.
hooking my guy up. So anybody, let's start with Bleecker. I know you got your show tomorrow on Tony's, right?
Oh yeah. We'll be on the. I don't know if I'll be on the hunt tomorrow. We're gonna work it out.
Bleak, aren't we gonna?
We're definitely gonna do something, man.
Yeah,
We're
we gotta
definitely-
work that out. I feel like my Fridays are gonna get a little better soon.
I like it. So yeah, we'll work that out for sure. And obviously Sundays you can catch me at the shop. Sundays at the church, Reverend Bleecker. You can catch every now and again. I'll do an episode of To Slab or Not to Slab. I'm on Biggie's show every other Friday. We're just sort of kicking around, man. We got a sale tomorrow. I think Saturday. We're gonna try and do a sale on IG. So check that
on
out.
IG, not on YouTube.
I think so. I don't know. I prefer YouTube, but I think we've started on IG, so I think that's what we're
You
doing.
got the Department of Truth there. Is that what I saw?
Yeah. We got some big
First
boys.
full Doomsday.
Yeah. We got there's some good ones. Not this one's not a great grade, but it's going
First
pretty
Apocalypse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
deep. Yeah, we got so these will all be for sale. We got some.
I don't know what that is, but it looks
John
cool.
Jane.
Yeah, no, it's not John Jane.
Dark Knight Returns too.
But we got lots of good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have, and there's the first Apocalypse.
the first
Boom.
block.
I think I sold one of those. I saw one of those sold for a large McDonald's soft drink the other day.
Oh yeah, first print, Killing
Yeah,
Joke.
baby. Yeah, baby. So we'll have
Give
lots
me
of
a
good
hard
shit
time.
up for sale. We got bras, we got slabs. We
You got bras.
we got raws, baby, raws.
Thank you, Doc, for coming on, man. You're always
Appreciate
welcome on
you.
the club, and maybe you'll get back on the hunt soon too.
At
Rob Fatstack
Some
said he's
point.
got you scheduled, right?
some point, definitely.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Big Becker, always a pleasure having you on, man. You never know when you might see Becker back on.
Good to meet you, Becker.
Yeah, good to meet you too, Doc.
You got anything coming up,
Can you hear
Becker?
me?
I can
Oh,
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay. I just do those daily art drops on the Comic Vikings channel. You can see my art collection one piece at a time. We're at number 67 right now. 68 will be tomorrow.
68 of.
About 250 and change.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Wow.
And these are pieces you've collected over the years.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, dude.
Well, check that
Yeah,
out.
I've been
back
buying
and
art
forth, bro.
since, well, I didn't buy in the beginning, but I've been going to conventions and getting sketches and pages and whatnot since 2001.
Smart.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was smart, but
I say you're surrounded by enablers, so we'll say it's smart.
yeah, I love the idea. Great idea.
We're the right crowd to admit these things.
I think who that might have stepped away. But
Who
thank
What
you,
do you
everybody.
got going
Who
on,
that has
man?
an
What do you got
IG,
going on
IG
this week?
sale on Instagram on Saturday with Bleeker.
Yeah.
And he'll probably be
Yeah,
on
who
the
dat?
hunt
He's gonna be
tomorrow,
on the hunt
11
tomorrow, too.
p.m. Eastern.
You with us, who that? I think he's muted.
And-
I don't think
He's got his every other Wednesday. He does a show with Chris, Boston Chris. I think it's graphic content they call it. That's pretty
And
good.
he has a different graphic content on Pornhub on what days is that live stream?
Yeah. Try
All right,
checking his
all right.
OnlyFans out. He loves that.
Get him
shit.
out of here. He's had too many. All right. Yo, shout outs to Big Comic Collector Allen, dude. You're the best, bro. He was just the last match of the.
Oh, Collector 6 was here too. No, that wasn't. Wait a second. That's
Collector 6. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
Collector
fucking.
6.
You said Alan. That's not
I
Alan.
thought it
That's
was
Collector
Allen because he had
6.
the Wonder Woman. I'm a goof.
No,
I
no,
think
you're
it's-
confusing me, Biggie.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry,
Collector
guys.
6.
Yeah, Collector 6
My
has got a
boy.
great collection.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He
All right.
has ridiculous books. Really, really great books. So sorry.
Yeah, I got
Sorry for confusing you with Alan. No, you're both
Yeah.
good guys. You know, it's
Sorry about that, Collector.
they're
thing.
buddies, so I don't think he'll be too offended. But yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
they both have. You're right. They both have the good girl icon there. So-
I thought I could have sworn I was a Wonder Woman for some dumb reason, and it said collectors. So I'm dyslexic, man. I just
you let us all down. We're gonna blame it all on Biggie on this one. So no, just kidding. It's all good. I'm sure
Yeah.
Steve don't care.
yeah. So just catch me on the club. Catch me playing Tekken. Thank you, guys. Everybody came in the chat and everybody that hung out. We're just going right on out of here, guys.
Yeah,
Hope
man.
everybody had a good time. Appreciate your family, everybody. Go hug and kiss your loved ones.
Big Biggie. Biggie.